1. Okay, which is called, if you want to open your book, Scarcity and the Science of Economics. Okay, I think you took the needs and wants before, right?
Yes, with Miss.
But, okay, but it will not be our focus. Yani. We will focus on the scarcity, and we will focus on the science of which is the fundamental economic problems. We will take now. I'll share with you the PowerPoint as we are used to do. Here is it. Okay. Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes.
Yes.
Scarcity and the Science of Economics. Section 1, pages from 4 to 6. Okay. He says to me that resources are limited. What is resources are limited? In the world, we live in a world, girls, okay, billions or billiards, I don't know the number of people live on the earth. And the sources are limited, which is the plants, the minerals, they are limited. So people have to make choices, what to take. So you learn why scarcity. Scarcity is when the rare, you know what is the meaning of scarce? Scarce is rare. It is rarely found. Scarcity is the basic economic problem. So the basic economic problem in the world is a scarcity. It means that there is no enough resources for everyone. So all the societies face this problem, okay? He asks you a question. If the pizza restaurant next to you, oh, I want to have pizza for the lunch today. If pizza restaurant next to you produced 40 pizzas a night and usually sold out quickly, would you willing to pay more to guarantee that you would get a pizza or not, girls? If you live next to Pizza Domino's Pizza and it finishes its product, the pizzas are finished quickly. So would you prefer to pay more to get one, or you say no, I don't want pizza?
It depends.
Yeah, it depends. Excellent answer. Who said that?
Yara Tawil.
Yara. Yes, it depends. Maybe a fond of pizza would say, of course, I'll pay everything I have for pizza. Maybe someone who doesn't like pizza says, no, definitely not. I'll not pay one more penny for a pizza. And maybe someone says, possibly, maybe one day I pay, the second day I don't pay. So he wants to give you the message that you pay for what you want. Maybe you pay for something your friend doesn't want it, so she doesn't pay for it. The fundamental economic problem, as we said, is the scarcity. So societies do not have enough productive resources to satisfy everyone's wants and needs. That's the problem. Scarcity is the problem in economy. Okay, the fundamental economic problem facing all societies is that of scarcity. Okay, what is scarcity? Scarcity when there is no enough resources for everyone. Few people are satisfied with the things they have. Few people are satisfied with the things they have. Again, a man can live in a nice house, has good salary, receives good salary. His son maybe has an iPad, a laptop. The man has a good car, but yet he is not so satisfied. He wants more. And on the other hand, poor people, they don't have anything. And of course, they are not satisfied. They want, they need. Society doesn't have enough resources to produce all the things people would like to have. Okay? So here we have limited resources and unlimited resources. Both of them face a scarcity. What is a scarcity? When they are not enough for everyone, which will lead us to choice or lead the community to choice what to produce, how to produce it, and for whom to produce it. Again, the community, the world that we live in, the place that we live in, they have to afford us the things that we want and things that we need. But because there is scarcity in all and all the things that have been produced or are being produced. So they have to decide what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. We will discuss it. So again, the fundamental economic problems is what? Scarcity. So economists, those people who study economics, they study of how scarcity affects most decisions. So in order to decide which to produce, they have to take a decision. Again, economists or say that the community or the government, they have to think and study before they produce. What can we produce? What can we produce? They have to think. Okay, so they have to take decision. In order to make decision, it is economics. Economics is the study of how scarcity affects most decisions we make. So economists, people who study economics, they talk about people's needs and wants. Need and want. And of course, you know the meaning of need and want. Need is what you need to survive. Want is not important to survive, but you want it. Something you would like to have, but it's not necessary for survival. It's not food, for example. Yani, a need is like bread and water. A want is rice, pasta, pizza. This is a want. You can replace it, but no one can replace water. Again, everything we do has a cost due to limited resources. So if we live in a poor country, the poor country cannot afford rich food or luxurious food. If we live in a high-level country, it can provide everything we want, but we have to pay for it. Okay? There is as they say, a definition or a word they say or a title they give to, which is 10 staffel. What does it mean? It means that there is no such thing as a free lunch. You know when you go to Hardee's? Grade 9, are you here?
Yes.
And then he says to you, pay for one sandwich, you'll get second sandwich free. Okay? Basically, you don't get a one free. You pay for two. Here, resources are limited. Everything we do has a cost. Even it seems that if we are getting something for free, we do not get it for free. So when you go for McDonald's, for Hardee's always make this offer. Buy one, get one. Actually, you paid the price of the two. So the business that gives it away still has to pay for the resources that went into the meal. What does it mean? Hardee's bought two bread, and they bought the lettuce, this green lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, ketchup, sauce, and the burger itself, meat. They made two. Hardee's paid for the two. How come you come and pay only for one? How come? It means they will lose, right or not? Right or not, grade 9?
Right.
So what do? This sandwich is 5 riyals. The Hardee's paid 5 riyals to make this sandwich and 5 riyals to make this sandwich. So he comes to you and he says to you, this sandwich is 20 riyals and you get this free. So you paid for this one or not?
You did?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you paid.
You paid 20 for one and it costs 5. So they give you another one and they gain 10. Okay. That's why when they make Center Point, City Max, Zara, and this, they make 50% sale, 70%. They are not losing. The original price, yani, if you go to Zara and you buy this from Access Rise, you buy this from or Claire's, he says for you this is 70% off. This is 10 riyals. Okay. Before it was 40 riyals. But what happened? It cost them 2 riyals. So they used to sell it with 40. When they make a discount and they sell it with 10, they lose? No, they do not lose.
They
You have
gain.
already paid for it. You have already paid for it because it costs them only $2 or 2 riyals. Okay?
So they make discounts on the cheap stuff for them and they make them expensive.
Yeah, they can play as much as they want because there is nothing free. No one will give you free. No one will give you free food.
Yeah.
Okay? Unless, of course, yani, God forbid there is a problem or anything and they are donating free food.
Yes.
But no one gives free stuff. A shop, it will lose. So economists tell you that there is 10 stuff, which is nothing is free. There is no such thing as a free lunch. No, it's not, doesn't exist. Okay, so we have 3 basic questions, as we said. What to produce, how to produce, and to whom we produce. Why? Why we have to take this decision to produce? Why? Because of scarcity, because the resources are limited. Resources are not enough for everyone. They are limited. So we have to choose what, how, and for whom. To produce are problems that all societies face. Okay, we live in a world of scarce resources. Scarcity means that 3 questions should be answered. What, how, and for whom. First, what to produce. How to produce. To whom or for whom to produce. Let's decide. What is the best way to increase production of a good service? To hire more employees or purchase more equipment or replace management? Again, if you have a branch of McDonald's, what is a way to increase the production of McDonald's in this branch? Hire more employees or purchase more equipment or replace management? Let's see. What to produce? What to now economists want to decide what to produce. So should the society direct most of its resources to the production of military equipment or to other items such as food, clothing, or housing? So we have the government and the society. Should they provide the military equipment? Yani should they go and buy guns, trucks for military, or they have to pay for food, to provide food for the citizen, or cloth,
They have
or
to pay,
house?
provide food and clothes for the citizens.
Yes, this should be number 1. But because of course, we don't want to get into politics, but they pay more for military equipment, all the countries. So suppose the decision is to produce housing. Should the limited resources be used to build low income or middle income or upper income? So what if the government decided that she will build houses? Should she build small flats for low income people, or big flats for middle class, or build villas and castles for multi-rich people? So it is also a decision. So a society cannot have everything for the people. A society can't have everything its people want. If he is poor, he cannot afford to buy a villa. But in the same time, if he is rich, he cannot live in a small house. Okay, so they have to decide what to produce. How can they produce it? How? So the factory owners, those people who own the factories, own the restaurants, should produce methods or should automate production methods that require more machines and fewer workers, or should they use fewer workers? If a community has many unemployed people, they should hire workers more than machines. But in the countries where machines is widely available, they will leave workers unemployed. So this is also a very important question, how they can produce it. Okay, so if they decided to build houses, they build houses with workers or with machines. This is how to produce it. For whom to produce it? The third question is for whom to produce. So the society has decided to build houses, and they have decided to build the houses by machines. Now, who will receive this? It will be a house by low-income worker or middle-income professional people or the very rich people. But what if there is no enough houses for everyone? That's why these three questions are the dilemma for economists. For the society economists, they have to think what to produce. Even if you have a small shop for a small restaurant for pizzas, small pizza restaurant. If you want to establish your work, how many pizzas to produce per day? Should I make the pizza expensive or should I make it cheap? If I make it expensive, how can I make it expensive? I add mushroom, I add meat, I add extra cheese, it will be expensive for rich people. Or should I keep it simple and plain for low-income workers? So these are decisions to be taken everywhere. If you want to build, if you want to open a school, should the fees be high for only rich people or middle people, or the fees should be low for low workers? So these three questions should be answered before you start any kind of job. Then the factors of production, and this is what we are going to focus on. We have 4 factors of production. The main factors of production: land, capital, labor, entrepreneurs. Okay? Are you with me, grade 9? I want to check who's here because... Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Great, great. Where have we stopped here? Yeah, here. Okay. These 4 factors of production. So again, how many factors of production do we have? 4. They are required to produce goods and services. Okay, land, the capital, which is the capital goods, we will discuss it, the labor, entrepreneur. Okay. Let's hear it together first, because sometimes I mix in its pronunciation. I will make you listen to it. Here is it. Listen.
Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
You hear it, girls?
Entrepreneur.
Yes. Entrepreneur. Okay, not enter. Yeah. Although that it starts with E, but it's entrepreneur. Okay, so because sometimes I pronounce it. Here. Land, capital, labor, entrepreneur. So the land includes what? The gifts of nature. What Allah has gifted us. Natural resources, we have nothing to do about it for land. Capital includes the tools, the equipment that factories use to produce. Then the labor, the workers. Entrepreneurs are individuals who start a new business, the owner of the factory. Again, 4 factors of production. 4 factors of production: land, capital, labor, entrepreneurs. Which of these do you think is the most important factor of production? Huh? What do you think? Land or capital or entrepreneur?
Land.
Land.
Huh? It's up to you. You can land because land will afford me with the resources. Or capital, it means the establishment, the equipment that a man can buy or an entrepreneur can buy to establish his business. The land, okay, land, read it يا يارا.
Miss?
Yes.
Land in economics. Land refers to the gifts of nature or natural resources not created by people. Land includes deserts, fertile fields, forests, mineral deposits, livestock, sunshine, and the climate necessary to grow crops.
Yes, it includes deserts, fertile fields, forests, mineral deposits. So it is nothing we can do. It's like it's gifted from God. Okay, this land. Then we take the capital. Thank you, Yara. Basima. Capital. Bashira.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, read it. The capital.
Capital, another factor of production, is capital, sometimes called capital goods, the tools,
I'm
equipment.
sorry, because 1 minute, I don't want them to open the door while because I'm sitting in front of 1 minute, Chris.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, I'm back. Okay, Bashira, continue.
Okay. The capital. Capital, another factor of production, is capital, sometimes called capital goods, the tools, equipment, machinery, and factories used in the production of goods and services. Capital is unique because it results of production.
A bulldozer, for example.
A bulldozer, for example, is a capital good used in construction.
Yes. So look, girls, we took what we took. We took the land. We took the capital. Thank you, Bashira. Now we take the labor. Jana Abdullah. Jana.
Miss?
Yes, read.
Miss, me, I'm Basima. Miss,
Basima, read يا Basima. Read.
Miss, sorry, it was just the net cut off. Like
No, it's
like,
okay, dear. Read, حبيبتي.
Labor, a third factor of production, is a labor people with all their efforts, abilities, and skills. This category includes all people except unique group of individuals called entrepreneurs, whom we single out because of their special role in the economy.
Yes, so labor is workers. Okay, people with all their efforts, abilities, and skills. Because he is the owner. Entrepreneur is labor is anyone else. Here we come to the entrepreneur. Jana, thank you, Basma. Jana. Okay, Jana Khater. If Jana Abdullah is not here, Jana Khater.
Yes.
Yes, dear, read.
Okay. Entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneurs. Oh, okay. Entrepreneurs. Some people are singled out because they are the innovators responsible for much of the change in our economy. Such an individual is an entrepreneur.
Yes, he is the owner of the factory, owner of the. Here is it. I will show you here. Entrepreneur are individuals who start a new business. Okay, so again, how many factors of production we have, girls? Four. Land,
Capital, labor,
entrepreneurs. Again, what are the three questions that they have to decide before they produce?
What to produce?
What to produce?
What to produce?
How to
How to produce?
For
whom
to
to
For whom
produce.
to produce. Can anyone tell me why they have to decide or answer these three questions before they start establishing a business?
So they
To
don't
resolve
lose.
the problem of scarcity.
Who is answering?
To resolve the problem of scarcity.
Yes, to resolve the problem of scarcity. And what scarcity means, girls?
Rareness.
Scarcity means what?
Like rare, right?
Yes, rare. The resources are not enough for everyone. So in order for the community to decide what to produce, or to decide what to produce, they have to answer the three questions. What to produce, how to produce it, and for whom to produce it. Right or not?
Teacher, why do they ask these questions?
Yes, why they ask these questions? They ask these questions in order to decide what to produce, because resources are so limited and it cannot be enough for everyone.
Oh, okay.
So they have to decide what can we produce, what is more important, to put the money to military equipment or to put the money into people's health, for example. Because the countries, when they have the money out of taxes and everything, they have to provide the military or provide health or provide education. So they have to decide. Countries who are involved in war, they have to pay everything they have for a military equipment. New modern countries, they pay for health and education.
Teacher,
Yes, dear.
I am Jana Abdullah, but
Yes.
minutes ago when you called out my name, I was trying to unmute, but there was a problem and now I fixed it.
It's okay, dear. It's okay. Okay, so this is it, because all the resources and everything faces scarcity. So they have to make the choice what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. You understand, girls? The section, this is the important points in the section. Scarcity and the signs of economics. What is scarcity? When resources are not enough for everyone.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
You understand, girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No.
No.
Where is the two new girls? Layla, is Layla here?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Yes, Layla. And the other one, Lourdes, is Lourdes here? Does she attend with you other classes? Lena, does Lourdes attend other classes?
Yeah, miss, I think.
Okay. I just want to get sure that no one has left grade 9. Anyone has left grade 9?
No.
Okay. So you understood the lesson?
Yes.
Yes.
Any questions?
Yes.
No.
No.
Thank you, miss.
See you.
Bye.
Thank you, miss.
Bye, miss.
Thank you.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, miss. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, dear.